on Lakers Report, we've got all of the latest breaking news stories and some trade rumors. But before we get into it, I want to ask you guys a quick question. Which LA team do you think is going to be winning the NBA title first? Type LAL for our Los Angeles Lakers, or type LAC for the Los Angeles Clippers. But without further ado, let's get right into today's video.
Dump, it was all a dream. Related to killers and dope fiends. Cousin was moving at 14. White things but no porcelain. How could they sleep on this poor thing? What I foreseen was a short thing.
As always, huge shout out to Uno Hype for always getting these videos off on the right note. But what's up, Laker fam? You're watching Lakers Report by Chat Sports, all things Lakers. I'm your host, Hannah Kulik, aka Laker Han. Today we've got a very exciting video for you guys. We've got to talk about all of the latest breaking news stories and some trade rumors because yes, even though the Lakers are on a roll and they are currently 20-3, there are still some trade rumors out there floating around, and we have to break it all down for you guys. So I just want to jump right into today's topics, but before we do, I want to make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. You guys, we are so close to 15K. We recently just crossed 10,000 subscribers, Lakers Report family members, and I want to really hit 15K by Christmas. So if you guys could do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button down below and join this Lakers Report family. But let's get into today's video. Starting with our first topic, we have, could the Lakers really be interested in trading Kyle Kuzma? Now, this is a rumor, okay? This is a news story that has been floating around. This is not something that I am making up. I do not want them to trade Kyle Kuzma. He's actually my favorite player, so if they do trade him, I will be very sad. But still, a lot of people are saying that the Lakers really should look to part ways with Kyle Kuzma. Now, this would be pretty shocking because going into the season, this was supposed to be a huge year for Kuz. He was supposed to be that third star for the Lakers, but so far, just really hasn't been able to happen, and he's really been struggling. Obviously, a big part of that has been due to injuries and things that are a little bit out of his control. You know, he's still kind of adjusting to learning to playing with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, but still, his stats are down pretty substantially from last year and the year before that. He's only averaging 11.1 points, not even 1 assist, and he's only shooting 43% from the field overall in his first 20 games this season. So obviously that is very disappointing for not only the Lakers, but also for a lot of fans like myself included who were expecting Kuz to really have a big season. Now, why he's struggling, like I said, a big part of that is due to his health. A lot of it is due to kind of figuring out playing with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Obviously, this is not an ideal situation for Kuz because unlike a lot of the other younger stars in the league like Donovan Mitchell, even Brandon Ingram, you know, everything is being surrounded by them. They are the focal point of the team versus Kuz is in a situation where he's playing with Anthony Davis, LeBron James, who are obviously the focal point of this team, and he's just kind of trying to figure out where he really fits in. And so far, doesn't really appear like he has been fitting in, unfortunately. So a lot of people are saying that it would actually be wise for the Lakers to look to trade Kyle Kuzma for a guy who can consistently be that knockdown three-point shooter that he has yet to be able to prove he can be. So an example of a potential trade for Kuz could be trading him to the Detroit Pistons for a guy like Luke Kennard, who's notoriously been known as a good three-point shooter. He shoots about 40% from his career from three-point range, so he could definitely help the Lakers out in that way. But a lot of people are just feeling like, listen, Kuz isn't really having an impact with this team. He kind of honestly looks miserable out there, and he just looks like he doesn't fit with this team, so it would be better off if the Lakers part ways with him. Now, personally, like I said, I'm a big Kyle Kuzma fan. I don't want them to trade him, and I don't really think they are going to trade him, but nonetheless, a lot of reports out there saying that the Lakers could be looking to move Kyle Kuzma by the trade deadline. All right, now moving on to some more potential trade talks. But before we do, I want to remind you guys, we are having a huge holiday sale here at Chat Sports. So all of our Lakers gear is having some huge discounts. We We have some awesome discounts up to 65% off. So we have all of the links down in the description below. So definitely make sure to check it out so you can get your friends, family, even yourself some awesome Lakers gear for huge percentage discounts. So definitely make sure to check that out. But let's talk about another guy who recently has been linked to the Lakers, a guy that the Lakers may reportedly be interested in trading for. According to Lake Show Life, they are saying that Orlando Magic small forward Wesley Iwundu is a potential trade target for the Lakers, and they are saying that he would be a good fit for this team for a couple of reasons. First off, he is still young. He's only 24 years old. He's definitely not a star in this league by any count, so the Lakers could get him cheap. They're saying maybe potentially just kind of match salaries and trade Jared Dudley over to Orlando if Orlando is looking to add some kind of veteran presence. And the reason that they feel that Wesley would be a good fit with this Lakers team is because even though, like I said, he's young, he's 6'7", he's a small forward, so you would add some more depth on this roster. Small forward is obviously a spot that the Lakers could look to fill and add some more pieces with. He's also a good 3-and-D guy, and he's gotten better each season, and he's gotten better with, maybe not the most talented roster around him. So with a guy like LeBron James really putting him in the best position to succeed, he could really have a good run with this Lakers team. He could be that kind of 3-and-D guy that the Lakers could use. Obviously, a lot of our guys that we got to be able to be these three-point shooters like Quinn Cook, even Troy Daniels, not really been able to do it consistently, but maybe Wesley Iwundu is a good fit for this team. Personally, I don't think the Lakers are going to do it. I think this is, again, just a rumor, but again, maybe it's a possibility. You never know. I just don't think that he's really a guy that the Lakers could look to pursue. Again, he's not a star by any count, but maybe they'd be interested in him. We are going to be playing the Orlando Magic, so we can kind of take a look and see what he has to offer. But again, I think this is just a little rumor. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Lakers should go and pursue Wesley from the Orlando Magic? Now, before we move on, we have to talk about Lizzo, because she was at a Laker game recently and she definitely made her mark. But is she dating one of the Lakers players, and was that the real reason she was there? But before we do so, I kind of want to ask you guys, I know we obviously talk a lot about Lakers basketball here. Obviously, this is a Laker channel. I am Laker hand, but do I have any football fans who watch? And in particular, do I have any Raider fans who watch? Because I might have something very exciting for you guys if you do like the Raiders. So let me know down in the comments. Type R if you are a big Raiders fan, or N if you're not a Raiders fan. But just, I kind of want to get a little sense of who my Raider fans are who are watching this video. Alright, now Sunday night the Lakers played the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was an exciting game both on and off the court. Obviously the Lakers won that game, so it was exciting on the court, but off the court, Lizzo was front and center, and she was really providing some entertainment on her own. This obviously has gone viral, but she was twerking in a thong, doing what she does best. That girl loves to twerk. But a lot of people then started saying that her and Kyle Kuzma were dating. Now, poor Kuz. I feel like if there was any celebrity, every day he's tied to a new celebrity, but reports were saying that apparently Kuz and Lizzo were seen leaving an LA hotel together, and then of course that next day at the Minnesota game on Sunday, she was sitting courtside. So people were saying coincidence. I don't think so, but this is completely fake news, you guys. Kyle Kuzma and Lizzo are definitely not dating. In fact, Lizzo was actually interviewed at the game where she said that she actually has a huge crush on Minnesota Timberwolves player Karl Anthony Towns. She even changed one of her lyrics to her songs. Instead of new man on the Minnesota Vikings to new man on the Minnesota Timberwolves. So this story that Kyle Kuzma and Lizzo are dating is completely false, as is about 99% of every single dating rumor that you see regarding him. Of course, like I said, it seems like every single day there's a new dating rumor regarding Kyle Kuzma, and I'm sure he gets pretty sick of it. But so far, you guys, Lizzo and Kuz are definitely not a thing. This is completely fake news. But now, circling back on this Raiders question, so if you are a Raiders fan and you commented down below that you are indeed a fan of the Raiders and typed R, then I have some really exciting news for you guys, because I don't know if you know this, but Chat Sports actually has its own Raiders report channel. It's awesome. It covers everything that has to do with the Raiders, and if you are a Raiders fan, I think you guys would really, really love it. So I'm going going to leave a pinned comment down below having the link to that channel. So if you guys go check out that channel, subscribe, comment down on that comment, and then I'm going to be shouting out the first 10 people to do so. So definitely make sure to check it out though, you guys, because honestly, it is awesome Raiders content. I personally am a really big Raiders fan, so that's why I was kind of curious to know who else here who watches these videos are as well. So again, we are going to have a pinned comment with the link to the Raiders Report channel. So all you have to do is go subscribe, and if you do so, reply to that comment and letting me do so, and the first 10 people will get a shout out. But let's move on and let's talk a little bit about Jason Kidd, because there have been some reports that Jason Kidd could actually be leaving the Lakers coaching staff, but is that really the case? So last week, the New York Knicks fired their head coach, David Fizdale, and of course, now everyone is wondering who is going to be his replacement. We've seen a lot of names being thrown into the mix. We've seen Mark Jackson, even Becky Hammond, but Stephen A. Smith last week said on his show that he believes Jason Kidd could actually be in potential talks to do so. Now, this is ridiculous. Everyone is saying, all of the major, league analysts are saying this is a complete joke. There is no way that Jason Kidd is going to be leaving the Lakers. Why is he going to leave the Lakers, who have the potential to win the NBA championship? Are they really the team to beat? To go coach the New York Knicks, who obviously, as we know, are not going anywhere anytime soon. So this is just Stephen A. Smith doing what Stephen A. Smith does, kind of stirring up some controversy, getting people to talk, but Jason Kidd is not leaving the Lakers, guys. I don't really know who the Knicks are going to hire. Maybe Mark Jackson could be a good fit. I'm a big fan of his, but it's definitely not going to be Jason Kidd, that's for sure. Now let's wrap up today's show with some positive news. Alex Caruso and LeBron James continue to excel playing together. You guys, who would have ever predicted that really Caruso would be the Lakers' kind of third star on this team? But that's essentially what he is starting to become. He is really playing extremely well with LeBron James. We've seen him get a ton of minutes, and let me just throw out some of these stats that him and LBJ are averaging while they're on the floor together. Now, so far in the 236 minutes played together, when LBJ and Caruso are on the floor, they've scored 114 points per 100 possessions, and they've carried a 92.4 defensive rating. That's an insane 21.6 net rating. And then when you throw in Anthony Davis, that net rating jumps to 28.4. So the Lakers and LeBron James and Alex Caruso in particular are really rolling. Now, how is this possible? Why is it that Caruso and LeBron are really getting along so well? Alex was actually asked this question during an interview with Mike Trudell recently, and he said, listen, him and LeBron just have really good chemistry. There's really no denying that, but he said it really comes down to the fact that LeBron just really appreciates how hard and how competitive Alex Caruso is. Obviously, LeBron wants to win, and Caruso said he does too, and he plays extremely hard. He really leaves it all out there on the court, and LeBron really just respects and admires that, and so far they're just having a lot of fun playing together. They've got great chemistry so far. Personally, I am so happy for Alex Caruso. I think he's a great guy. He's a very hard worker, and I just love his story. He bounced around with the Lakers in the G League for a couple of years, and now he is really being, like I said, that third option for the Lakers, really kind of their third, should I even say, star on this team, really having a huge role with this team. I love to see, and obviously he's a huge reason to the Lakers' success this season. When you look at those stats, pretty unbelievable. So huge shout out to Alex Caruso for being the GOAT. I know a lot of people really love AC Fresh, so huge shout out to him, and hopefully him and LeBron just continue to play well and lead us to a championship. But that is going to be it for today's latest breaking news stories and rumors regarding our purple and gold. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a double thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe down below. Again, really want to hit that 15K by Christmas. And of course, until next time, Laker Hand is out. Bye, guys.